Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. We're hoping that we have solved the problem with the flashing mouse cursor. I apologize if you see my pen flashing in multiple locations on your screen, because on my end I only see it once, but I'm having trouble with the Screencastify software for some reason. A farmer places beehives containing bees in her orchard to pollinate the plants. The table below shows the ratio of the number of beehives to the number of acres in the orchard. And here's your chart. If the bees pollinate the plants at a constant rate, how many acres will be pollinated by the bee in 18 hives? So they're showing 18 and they're showing a question mark. Now, what most sixth graders do is they have a tendency to look for patterns, which sometimes that'll work because some of you might notice that these appear to be multiples of 3, but these are not multiples of 8. Like this is not, this is 3 times 1. Like what is this, right? So when you're not seeing a pattern, then it's best to just use proportions. Now, this is probably going to be the easiest out of all of the ratios. Whoops, I crossed it out when I meant to just circle it. So this 3 to 8 ratio is probably going to be the easiest one to use. So that's why I'm setting that up in my proportion. Now, where would I put the 18? So the 18 is talking about number of beehives. So I would put that as my numerator. And I'm solving for the number of acres. Now, as it turns out, 3 times something does equal 18. It would be times 6. So the only thing left you would have to do is to do the 8 times 6 to get the answer. But another thing I just want to remind folks of is any of these ratios, if you were to do the cross products, so for example, let's say you were going to do the cross products, you were going to look at these two ratios. The cross products going this way, if you were to multiply 3 times 24 and compare that to what 8 times 9 is, they're both going to be equal to 72. And that would be true if we compared the cross products of any two ratios. They should be equal. So whatever answer you choose, if you just substitute it in where A is and check the cross products should match. They should be equivalent. So that's another strategy that I want to remind you of. But I think in this case, this is your best bet for how to solve this question.